Hello, my name is Ryan Balch, and today I'll be talking about an article, Anticipating and Incorporating Stakeholder Feedback when Developing Value-Added Models. I want to thank my co-author, Corey Codell from the University of Missouri, for his invaluable assistance with this project. States and districts across the country are implementing new systems of teacher evaluation, and many of these include a measure of student growth. This article is designed for policymakers and those assisting with the implementation of these types of models in order to increase the sustainability of their models by anticipating stakeholder engagement and incorporating and focusing on teacher buy-in. Evidence comes from Baltimore City Schools, which is implementing a new system of teacher evaluation during the 2013-2014 school year. The model included 35% for tested grades and subjects to be a value-added measure of student achievement. Specifically, the model provided a predicted score based on prior test scores, student demographics, and school characteristics, and it was able to produce a conditional expectation for each student. The point of the four things that we'll go through. We'll talk about ways that you can adjust your model, and as well as ways that you can explain your model, both designed to be able to increase stakeholder engagement. The four ways we specifically talk about are first, talking about how the model differentiates students and how a teacher can feel that the students in their classroom, whether they be poverty or special education, they get a fair chance. The second piece is talking about student attendance and how you can incorporate that in a way that still has the integrity of the model but teachers can accept. The third one is discussion of how you can explain outside events and policies that may impact achievement. And the final one is talking about predicted scores and why predicted scores may or may not be available ahead of time and how you can explain this. A specific example to go into is the use of special education as a control variable within a value-added model. Most systems across the country use a indicator for whether a student is or is not in special education. In Baltimore City Schools, one of the really effective parts of the model is that we used something called least restrictive environment, which was a variable that said what percentage of the time the student spends in a general education classroom. Special education is a topic people feel very passionate about, and so being able to acknowledge those differences within special education lends a lot of credibility towards other parts of the model that teachers may or may not have the details about. We hope that this article helps you in your development of your models as well as your development of your trainings in order to be able to provide uh, stakeholders and teachers with explanations that increase their engagement and allow them to see the values of value added. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the article.